On October 8th, during the annual Chicago Marathon, Kelvin Kiptum broke the world record by over 30 seconds. How is this possible? Well, over the past decade, elite runners have become substantially better time and time again. Training, competition, fueling, but most importantly shoes have contributed to this overall gain in performance. Looking at Kelvin Kiptum and what he was wearing, it can be seen that he was wearing super shoes. But these were new super shoes to the market, never seen before in the industry of running. What are super shoes and where did they come from? In 2016, Nike started a project called Breaking 2, in which they funded multiple athletes from countries like Kenya and Ethiopia and Uganda to break the sub 2-hour marathon barrier. During this trial, they showed the first ever super shoe to date called the Nike Vaporfly 4%. The 4% stands for 4% more energy return to athletes compared to other shoes during that time. Super shoes can be classified as shoes that maximize midsole cushioning as well as are integrated with carbon fiber plates and rods. Before me, I have a pair of normal running shoes and a pair of super shoes. The normal pair of running shoes have less midsole cushioning as well as they are very bendable. This is due to the lack of the carbon fiber plate or carbon fiber rod. Super shoes have the carbon fiber plate or rod as seen here. Here's the rods, and the cushioning is much thicker. The rod acts much like a spring, as when you place down your foot, it returns energy to the athlete much like a spring. They're very hard to bend compared to a normal running shoe. I'm going to pass this around so I can see what a super shoe feels like. And I'm going to pass around the normal running shoe. Super shoes are not only used for racing, but they are also used for training these days. Cushioning in the super shoes is maximized and actually helps the athlete to keep their legs healthy, keep them strong, and reduce injury that comes from the impact of running. It also allows for athletes to train at higher intensities or train closer to race pace during long intervals. However, there are downsides to super shoes. One being they're very aggressive on easy runs, as well as the foam breaks down very easily compared to normal traditional running shoes. In fact, a normal running shoe can last you up to 500 miles, where super shoes are only about 200 to 300 miles. Therefore, you would need an easy day shoe to rotate within your super shoes. We are in an era of super shoes. As technology increases, records will continue to fall again and again. And as records seem as crazy as they are today, soon they will become even more and more unimaginable.